The wind is definitely still very strong out here, Hunter, but you can see behind me the smoke in the distance. This is along the levee. We were talking to the employee inside, and he says the wind was swinging the front door open all night long. I did speak with some of the friends of the nurse who was on board. That suspect first tried to break the screen off the window and then used this wooden plank to try and bust through the door. Exactly where those shots were fired is a bit unclear. That's part of the investigation. The most challenging part was accessing this area, and that's because of how narrow the roads are. And now you can hear those arborists in the back and see them. This is the arson suspect that was barricaded inside that home.
That's something that she said really stood out to her, how they were all able to really band together in that time of need.
The shooting suspect is still on the loose. You can see the motorcycle here well over 100 feet away from where that initial impact happened. This is one of the most dangerous intersections in the city. If we see an accident involving a child on an e-bike, could a parent be held responsible? We have been following around law enforcement all day yesterday, all day today.
What's your message to parents that are afraid to send their children to school knowing that you are not behind bars right now?
It's been over a year now since we've been taking those neighbors' concerns to the city. What's special about this program is that it's breaking barriers.
Is this controversial? Like, does everyone put relish on a hot dog?
I do. Really intimidating. He's probably thrown at least probably 8-ish strikes, so we'll see.
Bowling right next to him.
Here we go.
Oh, it looks
this
good.
one.
It looks
I like
good.
it. I like it. Yeah!
Marley, this is really that perfect example of attacking this fire hard and protecting this community. Right now, we're in the Rolling Hills neighborhood, just off of Skyview Circle. Just a few moments ago, we saw a neighbor who was hosing down her car in the distance, but you can see the two to the side of me also are going to need some hosing down. The newest information, though, we're learning from the Solano County Sheriff's Office, that fire was burning up in that hill, but the Sheriff's Office confirming at this point that all evacuation orders have been lifted. We're still working to learn more about containment on the fire, though. Those day laborers were running in every which direction, and then the wife of one of the men who was arrested, she tells us that he called her when he started to see those masked men with their weapons drawn, and then the phone call dropped. So she rushed down here, and this is what she saw.
Alone! He's a U.S. citizen! What are you doing?
Border Patrol agents pushing back on Andrea Castillo as she screams for them to release her husband, Jose Manuel Castillo.
My husband was just kidnapped. They didn't tell me where they're taking him. They didn't ask him for identification. They wouldn't let me near him. And they're threatening me. They're threatening to mace me and arrest me.
Folks, there is no such thing as a sanctuary city. There's no such thing as a sanctuary state.
The U.S. Border Patrol chief posting this video on X, confirming they were conducting operations across Sacramento Thursday and arrested at least 8 people, one of those a convicted aggravated felon and another for interfering and assaulting an officer.
We're here and we're not going anywhere.
We want to remind people that the more people we have on the ground, the less abuse law enforcement shows.
Giselle Garcia with the nonprofit NorCal Resist that has been mobilizing against immigration raids says that Jose was a volunteer for the group, sent to the Home Depot to observe and document the raid.
Baby, I got you. He was an innocent bystander. He's not a criminal. He's a hardworking man.
But Jose's wife says he was not a volunteer with NorCal Resist. Is he a U.S. citizen? Did he have any kind of criminal background? Jose's boss confirmed with me over the phone. Jose was on the clock when he was arrested, saying he's a U.S. citizen who passed all of his background checks.
He's a U.S. citizen!
But a Fox News correspondent who was doing a ride-along with Border Patrol posted that one person who appears to be Jose was detained for slashing one of the federal agents' tires.
Got the tire, get out here!
Oh my God.
Other witnesses described the operation as chaos.
They threw him around, like they dragged him.
With day laborers running in every direction across the parking lot as they watched a fruit stand worker get arrested.
I've known this guy for about 4 or 5 years. He's always here selling fruit. He never does anything bad. He's got like 3 kids. He's always trying to take care of his family.
That's my husband! That's my husband! He's a citizen!
But this wife just wants her husband home.
And it's not about legal or illegal at this point. It doesn't matter. It's how you look or what you do.
Local law enforcement did confirm that Border Patrol did at least 2 other operations in residential neighborhoods just a few miles away from this Home Depot. The chief of the U.S. Border Patrol also did respond to me directly on X and says that they are still processing all of the people that they arrested, but that they will, quote, continue turning and burning. I've covered a lot of homeless stories in the past, but I've never seen such elaborate infrastructure for encampments. It starts with these makeshift steps that lead about 20 feet down below to where these caves are hidden. You can't even see them from up above, and that's likely why they went undetected for so long. Hidden homeless caves tucked along the Tuolumne River in Modesto.
These are basically stairs that they made to get down to the dwelling.
Tracy Rojas took us on the treacherous walk to see the craters created near Crater Avenue.
And if one of these were to collapse, it would be devastating. This whole side would come down and into the water.
7,600 pounds of trash. That's how much was cleared out by volunteer groups and police over the weekend. So this was fully furnished?
Yes. There was bedding, there was little things up on the mantle, lack of a better word, mantle, food items, drugs, guns.
We had a hard time figuring out how they got so much stuff down in there, considering how hard it was. It's always harder to get it up the hill and get it out.
Chris Guptill was one of these volunteers who says they found 8 caves in total, but it wasn't the group's first time down here.
And we really don't have a known solution to deal with it.
In November 2022, CBS 13 took a tour of the cleared out caves, nowhere near as elaborate as they are now.
You can see the hooks on the wall where they had bottles and things like that hanging down.
Painted pictures and even a makeshift fireplace. This was someone's home.
What do you think needs to be done to stop this from happening?
Well, I think we need more emphasis on the homeless. I mean, they're at the point where you can see, Tori, that they're desperate.
We asked Modesto police and the city what's being done to prevent people from coming back to cave camp. The response, they will continue to monitor the area and connect the homeless to services.
It was already been proven that people are willing to dig those things out, so I don't think filling them back in with any material would work.
The caves cleared for now, but the neighborhood near the river feeling no real sense of peace in this problem.
It's a hazard for not only the homeless who live in there, but the people who are walking up here.
Erosion, rising waters washing the belongings into the river, and contamination are all concerns. Rojas says that park rangers are planning on putting up cameras around this area and also signage, making it an official park, that way that they can have more enforcement.
I just about lost her. But I didn't.
The love of his life, his soulmate.
We got more chances.
Terry Carpenter, grateful he's been granted more time to spend with his 75-year-old wife, Robin, who survived this. Her car crashing off Larkin Road, overturning in a canal.
She's doing really well. No broken bones. Praise the Lord.
It's what some call a miracle that could have had a much different outcome without a family of good Samaritans.
Her lips were purple, and there wasn't a breath at all. And I was scared. I was so scared.
Ashley Martin and her husband, Kyle Johnson.
She was literally submerged underwater.
Being hailed heroes by the Live Oak community for jumping into the canal, cutting Robin out of her seatbelt, and pulling her head above water until first responders arrived.
It was scary.
Ooh, tiger.
Yeah.
But the couple says the real hero was their 6-year-old daughter, Kaylee.
So the car is going like this, and it just went boom, right into the ditch.
She was playing outside and screamed for her parents who were inside the house near the canal.
Hello.
Hi, is this Robin? We spoke with Robin from her hospital bed over the phone.
Everything's going to turn out great.
Love you, babe.
I love you too, my baby.
Telling us she is in a lot of pain, but grateful.
The thing that I can remember is I started falling asleep, and all of a sudden I was going over the bump, and then I went into the ditch. That is all I remember.
It was a split-second decision for a family.
And I'm so thankful for them coming and helping me.
We'll make it up to him, huh?
Oh, we will, honey. Yes, there's no doubt.
Who firefighters who were on the call say
it's pretty unique that somebody would jump in and help somebody that they don't even know, right?
helped save a stranger's life.
She gets Thanksgiving and Christmas now. Her grandkids get to see her.
Can't wait for my baby to get home.